Are you ready to do the movie? You ready? Ready? Hi friends, Ms Meatball and Ms Mandee from the Braddock Carnegie Library are back. We hope you had a good weekend, and we're here today with another story time for you. And it's going to be such a big, fun adventure. And we have such a fun activity for you when we're done. Meatball is very cuddly today. She's very cuddly. Yeah. Yes. Oh, and so sleepy. Oh my gosh. Let's sing our hello song and get started with that. Okay, let's do my hands say hello, my hands say hello. When I see all my friends, my hands say hello. What else should say hello? Ooh, how about our neck? My neck says hello, my neck says hello. When I see all my friends, my neck says hello. How about our eyes? But don't touch them, just blink them, okay? My eyes say hello, my eyes say hello. When I see all my friends, my eyes say hello. She wants to lick my eyes with her tongue. Let's do our tongues. My tongue says hello, my tongue says hello. When I see all my friends, my tongue says hello. What else should we do? Ooh, Meaty is very strong. She has big muscles. Let's do our muscles. My muscles say hello. My muscles say hello. When I see all my friends, my muscles say hello. And, we could do our bellies. My belly says hello. My belly says hello. When I see all my friends, my belly says hello. You like getting your belly rubbed? And let's do our whole bodies so we get all those wigglies out. My whole body says hello. My whole body says hello. When I see all my friends, my whole body says hello. Thank you, Meatball. You did such a good job. Yes, you did. You want to say bye to our friends? Say see you next time? I see you then. I'll see you. Smile. Okay. Do you want to go play with your toys? Are you ready to play with your toys? Are you ready? There she goes. Okay, now that it's just us, have you guessed? Remember last time I had something as part of our story time and I told you it was a clue about what we were going to talk about today? Could you guess what it is? Sometimes they're brown, sometimes they're black, sometimes they're fuzzy. Guessed it. Bears. It's a bear. Bear. And when I told my mom that I was doing a story time about bears today, she sent me a picture of a bear that her neighbor saw in her backyard. Oh my goodness. I've only ever seen bears at the zoo in my neighborhood. But where my mom lives in the country and where I grew up, sometimes you see bears and foxes and, all kinds of really cool animals that you don't really see in the city too much unless you go to the zoo. So, yeah, it was a big bear and a hungry bear. Our first book today is called Brown Bear, What Do You See? By Eric Carle and Bill Martin Jr. Ooh, rainbows, lots of colors. Brown bear, what do you see? I see a big red bird looking at me. A big red bird. Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see? Ribbit. I see Ribbit, a purple cat, Ribbit, looking at me. Ribbit. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. Black sheep, what do you see? I see a goldfish looking at me. A goldfish. Goldfish, what do you see? Glub, glub. I see a teacher looking at me. Can you show me your fish faces? Good job. Teacher, what do you see? I see children looking at me. Children, what do you see? We see, what all do we see here? A brown bear, a red bird, a yellow duck, a blue horse, a green frog, a purple cat, a white dog, a black sheep, a yellow goldfish, and a teacher looking at us. That's what we see. And that is what we see. These are all the cool colors in the book. And that's it. So do you guys know, I bet you know the next story that I'm going to tell. This is a really famous story. But I'm going to tell this story with a hand puppet because you know Ms Mandee loves puppets. So this is a hand puppet because it is my hand. And on my hand is a house. We're going to pretend this whole thing is a house. What do we see here? Here is a table. What's on that table? Looks like there's some bowls of porridge. And then over here, we have some chairs. Big one, a little one, middle one. And down at the bottom, this is their bedroom. And there's a big bed and a little bed and a middle-sized bed. And we have, do you know who lives here? Any idea who might live here? Are they 3 hippos? Are they 3 meatballs? Are they 3 bears? Oh, yeah. So here's Papa Bear, and Papa Bear has a deep voice. And this is Mama Bear, and Mama Bear has a soft voice. And this is Baby Bear. Baby Bear has a squeaky voice. Yeah. And this is who they are. And this is their house, and this is where they live. This is where they eat their meals. This is where they sit down and relax. And this is where they go to sleep when they're tired. So one morning, Mama Bear said, I'm going to make porridge for breakfast. And Papa Bear said, well, how about we go for a nice walk first, and then we'll come back and eat breakfast and sit around for a little bit. It'll just be a nice day. Let's go out. Let's go out first. So they did. They went for a walk. Papa went first, then Mama, then Baby Bear. Well, meanwhile, here is our friend Goldilocks. And Goldilocks was out taking a walk, and she was very curious about everything that she saw and everything she heard, and she came along this house when she was out for a walk, and she thought, oh, cool. That looks like a nice house. Maybe I'll go in and say hi to the people who live there. So in she goes. Hello? Hello? Is anyone home? Is anyone here? Nope. Okay. So she goes into the kitchen and she sees this table with porridge on it, and she thought, I could go for a snack. So She tries the big bowl of porridge and says, "Oh, my goodness, that is way too hot. I can't eat this." And then she tries the middle bowl of porridge and she says, "Ooh, way too cold. Yeah, I can't eat it." And then she tries the little bowl of porridge and it was just right. So she ate the whole thing. Then she thought, well, I need a little rest now. I've been walking a long time. Yeah. So she goes into the next room where she finds 3 chairs. And she says, "I think I'll have a seat." Well, the first one that she sat in, the big chair, first of all, it was way too big for her to climb into. And once she finally got there, she realized it was way too hard. So she scooched over to the next chair, and it was way too soft. And she scooched down to the smallest chair, and it was just right. And then she heard a crash, and she screamed, "Uh-oh, she was too big for that chair, and she broke it." Eek. So off she went into the next room, the bedroom, and she thought, interesting. So she laid down in the big bed, and she said, "This is as hard as a rock. I can't stay here." And then she went to the next bed, and it was so super soft that she just rolled right out of it because it was way too soft. And she said, "Oh, no way." And then she tried out the third bed, the little bed, and it was just right. And she fell asleep. Meanwhile, the 3 bears came back from their walk, hungry, ready for breakfast, and ready to get on with their day. So they start out over here in the kitchen and realize, hey, things are not as we left them. Somebody's been in here. And Papa Bear says, "Somebody's been eating my porridge." And Mama Bear says, "Somebody's been eating my porridge." And Baby Bear says, "Somebody's been eating my porridge and it's all gone. They ate it all." I'd be kind of mad too. So then they went into the next room where they realized that things were not as they had left them. Papa Bear said, "Somebody's been sitting in my chair." And Mama Bear said, "Somebody's been sitting in my chair." And Baby Bear said, "I know somebody was in my chair because it's broken. They flattened it. Splat. It's gone." Again, I wouldn't be happy either. Would you be happy if somebody came into your house and ate your food and broke your stuff? Not cool. So then they go into the bedroom. And Papa Bear says, "Things were not as they were when we left. Someone's been sleeping in my bed." And Mama Bear said, "Oh, somebody's been sleeping in my bed." And Baby Bear comes in and says, "Somebody is sleeping in my bed and she's still here." At that time, Goldilocks woke up and went, "Eek! Oh my gosh, I gotta get out of here. Bye!" And then, and she ran away. And she ran all the way home and she told her mother what happened. And then from then on, she never went going into strange people's houses ever again. Because it's really not safe and it's not a very nice thing to do. So she learned her lesson that day. It's just really good that the bears didn't eat her. She was lucky. And that's the end of that story of the 3 little bears. I think we read a story a couple weeks ago about a different ending of the 3 little bears. It's pretty funny. But yeah, Goldilocks needs to learn. And she did. She learned her lesson. Sometimes you shouldn't go where you're not invited. No trespassing. Not a good idea. Our last story today is really fun. And for this, I'm going to have to get ready. I'm going to need some binoculars. See you. Ooh, cool. I see Meatball. She's sleeping. I see her toys everywhere. I see you guys with my binoculars. And fun story. You guys are going to make these later. My last story for today is super fun because you and me, we're going on a bear hunt. And this is retold by Michael Rosen and illustrated by Helen Oxenbury. So what do we have here? We've got some kids and a dad. Maybe mom over here, another kid, dog. And they are going on a bear hunt. Have you ever been on a bear hunt? If you haven't, you will today. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Uh-oh, grass. Long, wavy grass. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we've got to go through it. How should we go through grass? Swishy swashy, swishy swashy, swishy swashy, swishy swashy. Can you go swishy swashy, swishy swashy? That's the sound the grass makes in the wind. Swishy swashy, swishy swashy. So there they go. That looks like fun. They're tumbling down the hill. I would like to do that. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Uh-oh, a river, a deep, cold river. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we've got to go through it. How are we going to get through a cold, cold river? There they go. Splish, splosh, splish, splosh, splish, splosh, splish, splosh. And that's the sound that you would make trying to go through a river. Oh, it's so cold. They took their shoes off. Now they're putting their shoes back on. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Uh-oh. Mud. Ugh, thick, oozy mud. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we've got to go through it. Oh, have you ever walked through mud? Squelch, scorch, squelch, scorch, squelch, scorch, squelch, scorch. Muddy. But it can be fun to play with that. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. I'm not scared. We're not scared. Uh-oh, a forest. A big, dark forest. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Uh-oh, we've got to go, that's right, through it. How do we go through the forest? Oh, so many roots and rocks. Stumble, trip, stumble, trip, stumble, trip. But there they go through the deep, dark forest. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Uh-oh, a snowstorm. A swirling, whirling snowstorm. Can't go over it. We can't go under it. Uh-oh, we've got to go, you guessed it, through it. Oh, a big snowstorm. Whoo, woo, woo, woo. Oh, so cold, and the snow's so deep. Oh my goodness. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Uh-oh, a cave. A narrow, gloomy cave. We can't go under it. We can't go over it. Oh no, we've got to go through it? What do you think is in that cave? Tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe. What's that? Do you hear that noise? one shiny, wet nose, two big furry ears, two big googly eyes. It's a bear! Oh my gosh, it's a bear! Oh, and he doesn't look happy that we woke him up. Quick, back through the cave. Tiptoe, 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 tiptoe. Back through the snowstorm. Whoo, woo, whoo, woo. Back through the forest. Stumble, trip, stumble, trip, stumble, trip. Back through the mud. Squelch, 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 switch. Back through the river. Splash, 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 splash. Back through the grass. Swishy, splashy, swishy, splashy. Oh, run, run, run. They went so fast. Get to our front door. Open the door. Up the stairs. Oh no, we forgot to shut the door. Oh, there's a bear. Oh, we back downstairs. We shut the door, back upstairs, into the bedroom. There he is in the window. He wants to get into the bed and under the covers. Quick, quick, fast, fast. We are not going on a bear hunt again. They're hiding. And that's it. And then the bear said, oh well. Just wanted to play. Just wanted to hang out. Guess they didn't want to. Whoop, whoop. That's the end. They got quite a surprise. I mean, they were going on a bear hunt. They wanted to get a bear, but I don't think maybe they realized how big the bear was. Yeah. And did you know that if you're ever somewhere and you see baby bears, they're so cute. They are so cute. I saw baby bears last summer when I went on a trip with my friend and we were in Canada and we were in the Rocky Mountains and we saw lots of bears and we saw baby bears, but they're really cute, but you gotta stay away because Mama Bear is close by and she wants to protect her babies and she does not want you around. So you should just look from far away and say, oh, they're cute. Can't wait to tell everybody about it, and then just be on your way because they should be enjoyed from very, very far away. But they are cute. So what we're going to do now for our activity, you guys, we won't have another story time for a few more days. So this means with your parents, your older siblings, your grandma, whoever you want, you guys can go on a bear hunt. So the first thing you're going to need are binoculars, so you can spot things. Now, Ms Mandee's are really fancy because I have really fancy tape, and I just wanted to decorate mine real fancy. But you can make yours fancy too, however you want. You can put stickers on them, you can put fancy tape on them, you could draw all over them, you could wrap them in wrapping paper, whatever. Do whatever you want. So what you'll do first is you'll take a paper towel roll. You can use toilet paper rolls. I don't really like them because they were in the bathroom at one point. I just kind of think they're yucky, but you can use them if you want to. I use paper towel rolls. So for this, the first thing I'm going to do, because we're going to need a little bit of it at the end, I'm going to cut like maybe just a ½ inch or so, like that much, and then cut it off. We'll use that later. Now, you want to kind of figure out where you want to find the center of it in the middle as best you can, and then cut it in the middle. So now, see what I mean? You have two binoculars. I see you. And they're pretty close to the same size. If one is a little bit longer than the other, you can cut it a little bit and so that they're a little bit closer to the same size. I had to do that with these. So here we are. Yep, much better. Much better. So this is the time that you can decorate them, and you can decorate them with markers or tape or stickers or whatever. So when you're all done and you're ready for the next thing, if you have some tape, you can use it. I'll use some of this blue painter's tape that I just happen to have it here. So I'm going to tear some pieces off and get them ready, stick them to my table. So do you remember that little piece that we cut off in the beginning? We're going to cut that a little bit and then maybe cut it again, and then we'll sort of bend it, make it a little bit bendy, like this. And this is going to be what holds your binoculars together. And then you'll tape one side on. Where'd the other piece go? Oh no, I lost it. Where'd it get to? Oh, there it is. And then you'll tape, oops, the other piece on, and now they are, what did I do here? They are stuck together, just like that. So just kind of tape it together. You can put more on the top if you want to make it stronger. And there are your binoculars. Then what you can do, and this is what you're going to have to get a grown-up to help you with this part. Somebody needs to poke a little hole, a really little hole, into the side of your paper towel roll or your toilet paper roll. There we go. I just used a pencil. And there, we've got a little hole. Now, what do you think those holes might be for? You want to have them on a string around your neck so you don't lose them. So I cut out a little bit of yarn. And then you can just tie it in a little knot. Or you could even wait until you have it all put together before you decorate. It doesn't really matter which order you do it in. Whatever you think might work best. Maybe you might want to wait until it's put together because of how you have to attach it with tape. Like if you want to use tape and then draw over the tape, it might be a good idea for you to put it together first. I didn't really think of that because I used fancy tape with mine. But, yep, here we go. Tied together, and we are ready to go on our bear hunt. So those are your fancy binoculars that you'll wear. Now, do we remember where were all the different places we had to go through on our bear hunt? We had to go through long, wavy grass, and we had to go through a deep, cold river, and we had to go through squishy, squelchy mud, and the big, dark forest where we stumbled and tripped. And then we were in a whirling, swirling snowstorm, and then we came to the narrow, gloomy cave. Well, I made a map because it would be good to remember where we have to go. And what you guys are going to work on this week is your very own map of how to find a bear. Yes. So this is my map, and I'll show it to you. And I will also, on Facebook, I'll also have a picture. It's kind of a little bit maybe hard to see with the light. I'll also have a picture of my map. You can see we started up here with the grass. This is construction paper. We have the icy river, and that's blue tape and some glitter. Here we have squishy, squelchy mud, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And then we go through the forest. These are popsicle sticks and paper for trees. And then we've got glitter and cotton balls for the snowstorm. And here is a little bit of felt or paper you can use. And inside is a bear! Oh my goodness! So you can like cut it out in such a way that you can open and close the little door on there. Again, it's a little bit hard to see. So you'll have to make sure that you look at the picture that I posted along with this and you can see. But I don't want you to use the same stuff that I used. It's just an example of what you can use. You can use whatever you want. And I want to see some of your bear hunt maps. I want to see what kinds of stuff that you use to put your map together and how you were creative and used your imagination to make a story and make a map of our story. So I can't wait to see what you do. Oh, and also, what I used for it. I used a grocery bag. It says on here, please recycle this bag. So I did. I turned it into a bear hunt map. And you can too. And I told you I was going to tell you all about the mud. The squishy, squelchy mud. This is something that my friends, and some of you know them, some of you know Miss Miriam and Miss Sarah and Miss Ruth from Bathhouse Ceramics Studio, you know, like way down in the basement of the library where we have kids' clay class. And sometimes Miss Miriam comes upstairs to the children's library for us and we make stuff. Well, Miss Miriam brought this to my house and I still have to send her a message telling her thank you. So I hope she's watching today. And they brought me all this clay that I can use to make stuff. And I'm going to do that this weekend. I don't know what I'm going to make yet. I might try to make a coffee mug or maybe a plate. I haven't decided yet. I have no idea what I'm going to make. So I think I'm just going to start playing with it and see what happens. Maybe I'll make a bear in a cave. Maybe. But yeah, so this is super fun stuff. And you should definitely get in touch with them if you want to see what kind of virtual programming or anything like that they have going on, because they really miss you guys too and can't wait to make and create more stuff with you in Bathhouse Ceramics. So thank you for that. And that is what I used for the squishy squelchy mud, was the clay. So that's all we have for today. Go on your bear hunt and I will see you. See what I did there? Next time. Well, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends, all my friends. Well, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends, all my friends. Well, it's time to say goodbye. Wipe that teardrop from your eye. Well, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Bye, friends. We will see you next time.